40-26. Damn.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to NWHS GRIZZ for tonight's Greater Wichita Athletic League Varsity Doubleheader, featuring your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies taking on the Titans of South High School, and we're in the South High gym. Glad to be with you wherever you are on planet Earth. My name is Kevin Arkin. I'm joined by Elizabeth Dibben, and Grizzlies come in tonight 0-1 on the season, both teams having dropped decisions to Heights High on Friday night. She'll get them.
South High starters.
And South High at the same time won their first round of games. The girls and boys each won. Pardon me. Each won their first games against the West High Pioneers last Friday night. What you're watching at the moment is the conclusion of a C-team game between South High and North High. North has a bye tonight. Pardon me. North has a bye tonight, and since the Grizzlies don't have a C-team this year, the North High C-team came over to take on the Titans here in a prelude to our game. This game only has a few seconds to go, and South High is in control. Our game should start pretty much at the top of the hour on schedule. So reach back, grab yourselves a cold drink, something to eat, and get ready to enjoy an evening of Grizzly basketball here on NWHS GRIZZ. Elizabeth, the Grizzlies coming off a double loss on Friday night to the Heights Falcons, and you could expect that the teams would be down in the dumps after a couple of lopsided teams today, and they are not only excited about being here, they're excited about playing and looking to flush the game from at high or against Heights down the tubes and start it over here again tonight and try and get out of here with a W. Whoop. We got to get you piped up here. There we go.
I need to be on first. Okay, now we're good. I really want Northwest to bounce back with a win, but I'm seeing South C team right now, and they are pressing really hard on their defense, and North is just cracking. Now, then again, this is just a C team, but it shows the potential of their JV. I meant varsity for both teams. So it's probably got to be another Heights episode. Hopefully not.
There's a lot of familiar names on the lineup card for South High on here. She's a junior. The Butler girls are both seniors. Actually, that's wrong. Mahogany is a junior. Zion Butler is a senior. Denacia Smith, another one, on the team last year and really gave us a hard time in the games last year. And if memory serves me correctly, we split the two games last year, losing at home and winning in this building 1 year ago.
Actually,
am I wrong?
You're wrong, Kevin. We went 0-3 against South.
Everything. Huh?
We went 0 South against Thursday.
Did we lose them both?
South. Yeah, we lost all three to South.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We played them in the playoffs as well.
Yep. So hopefully we make history and get our first
win.
Let
me rephrase them. We have a 3-game losing streak we need to end, and we'll try and do that here this evening. Hope you enjoy the contest that we bring you. We're going to send it to our pregame interview with head coach Christina Commons. She'll be along here in 60 seconds after this timeout, so stay with us. We'll be back with head coach Christina Commons. You're watching NWHS GRIZZ, and this is Grizzly basketball.
Hey Grizzly Nation, this is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We're at South High tonight for another Greater Wichita Athletic League basketball varsity doubleheader. The Northwest girls will tip it off against the Titans at the top of the hour. And we're joined, as we are before every varsity contest, by our head varsity coach, Christina Commons. And Coach, not trying to rub salt into a wound, but, as customary, we look back a little bit at the previous game and our home opener against Heights. Certainly did not go as well as anybody expected, and we were kind of overwhelmed out there.
Yeah, we all knew that Heights was going to be good, and they play very well as a team. Did I expect it to go like that? No. I think our girls, being that first night, I know I am asking them a little different style of play, and I know I'm getting a bunch of them out of their comfort zone of what they're used to. So I think seeing that what I'm asking and whatnot, they're trying, they really are. But is it going to be better? I think this game, yes.
Well, and, you'd always try to find the silver lining, and I actually did see some in that game. There were some good defensive plays made by a number of the girls that were on the court. So, even the score was very one-sided. Still, there were a lot of good plays being made. Obviously, our number one problem was on the scoreboard. We could not put the ball inside the hole.
Yeah, like you're saying, defensively we did phenomenal. Our man-to-man is up there with most teams. It's just now getting in that half court, getting our offense going, getting the ball in the hoop, those kind of things. That is something that we did work on, and we're going to continue to work on.
How's practice been the last couple of days here since the Heights game?
It wasn't that bad yesterday, especially a day before another game, but we take it one day at a time. As we get in the gym, we're going to work and try to get better each day, and I think we definitely did that.
I almost wish that I had recorded a conversation I had with Sasha Reed not 20 minutes before you and I sat down here. I actually ran into her while I was eating lunch today. No secret, this is pre-recorded. But first question she asked me was, Mr. Arkin, are you going to be there tonight? And I said, of course, yes, I would not miss it. I'm looking forward to it, and I am. She said it isn't going to be anything like it was on Friday night. Friday night, we just did not do well, and we're going to come out a different team tonight. You're going to see a different team on the floor tonight. And she said it with a grin ear to ear. The enthusiasm is certainly there. If she's representative of the rest of the team, your enthusiasm level's at 100%.
I will say, yes, we're trying to improve. And even when I think of what I asked of them yesterday, they do it. And that's what I like the most. So anytime I do ask, okay, we're going to step it up this next notch, can we do it? And then they do. And so now it's just, can we do it in the game? So this is our second game. It's the, can we make our improvements, make our changes? Now we have that chance to do it.
What's your injury situation here for tonight?
Injury-wise, we really don't have any. We had some jammed fingers after the last game, but I think we've kind of recovered from that. Kind of some knee. Maybe we got hit a little hard with some of those screens that were happening. But I think overall we'll be fine.
And I don't know anything about South, so I guess a little quick scouting report. The biggest thing I noticed about the Heights girls, were that they were a lot bigger and a lot bulkier than our girls are. They were taller and bulkier. What is South the same way, or are they going to be a little different?
I mean, you're physically going to see kind of the similarity there with Heights. I do think that they've got definitely some very good shooters, not just on the court to start the game, but then coming off the bench as well. So that's going to be something different for us, is what kind of three-point shot can we defend on it.
Okay, well, we're going to wish you the best of luck tonight against the Titans down here at South High, and look forward to our next visit before the North High game at home on Friday night.
Yes, thank you so much.
Head coach Christina Commons joining us for our pregame interview. We're going to take a 60-second timeout, and then we'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's game against the South High Titans. You're watching NWHS GRIZZ, and this is Grizzly basketball.
Hey, man, you got up for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
And we welcome you back to South High with Elizabeth Dibben, Kevin Arkin with you. We are awaiting the introduction of the starting lineups for both teams, and this game is actually running a bit late on its start time. Now set to scheduled to start at 6:07 with the introduction of the starting lineups. As the initial game, the C-team game that was on when you first signed on with us, ran a little bit over, and it took them a little bit of time to clean the floor prior to beginning the warm-up procedure. So we've got 11 minutes to go until the introduction of the starting lineups for this contest. And Elizabeth, it's a big challenge again for the Grizzlies.
Most definitely.
Taking on a very good team in the South High Titans, and having to come back after a very lopsided defeat against Heights on Friday night. And I think everybody is pretty much in agreement that Grizzlies just weren't ready on Friday night.
I mean, yeah, it's obvious in the box score and in the points that they were not prepared.
Do have some interesting lineup changes for the girls tonight. We'll introduce them all here when the time comes, but Mackenzie Edwards is a late scratch tonight, so she will not get the start. And starting in her place at guard will be Carly Wimberly. Now, Carly did start the other night as well. It's Wimberly, Aaliyah Richard, Sasha Reed, Aubrey Navarrete, and Kylina Hallman, the 5 that are going to start for Northwest. And Mackenzie Edwards, the spark plug for the team, is not even suited up. So she is sitting in the stands as a spectator tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how the team reacts without her in there and without her senior leadership tonight.
Absolutely. We need a new spark plug as soon as we possibly can because South looks ready. They want to make that 4-0, and we want to snap that cold streak. So
crowd funneling in here as we speak, and we are situated behind the visitors' grandstand, so the Northwest fans are on our side of the building. And we're drawing pretty well here for this girls' game. South High being a lot bigger than we are as far as school population is. At the moment, they have fewer people here than we do. That is likely to change as we get closer to the boys' contest later on this evening. And the boys will play 20 minutes after the conclusion of this game. I want you to know, folks, that these webcasts of Grizzly basketball and soccer and football as well are student-driven productions, and under the leadership of Mr. Shane Monroe in the business department. Okay, his audio-visual class has kids coming to help operate equipment, help us get the broadcast going each and every time. And as such, this is indeed an extension of the classroom for these kids. So you may hear me from time to time giving instruction, leadership, guidance, inspiration, whatever, to these kids, and we hope it doesn't detract from the game that you're watching on the floor, and it shouldn't. And we appreciate your patience as these kids here are also learning. And we're certainly glad to have you on board, and if you get an opportunity, go to the NWHS GRIZZ chat and let us know you're here. We'll give you a shout out during the game as time permits. I know I have some family members who are watching the game back in the St. Louis area, and also want to send a shout out to Scott Simon in Las Vegas, Nevada, who's watching the games tonight in Las Vegas on NWHS GRIZZ. Scott is one of my former fraternity brothers in college, and he is coming to Wichita in 2 weeks for a short visit. He's coming in for a WSU basketball game when they take on Southern Illinois, as Southern Illinois is his alma mater. He left St. Louis U and went on to finish up at Southern Illinois while I stayed at SLU. So we'll have a little friendly rivalry game going, as I'm also a graduate of Wichita State. So he's coming in. Scotty, we wish you the best and hope you enjoy the contest as well. Still got about 6 minutes to go here before we introduce the starting lineups. And we will tell you that even though we had an outstanding broadcast crew here on Friday for our home opener against Heights, we did have a number of technical problems on Friday night that are still being looked into. And we're hoping to avoid that here tonight at South. And if you're a frequent visitor to these broadcasts, you know that each year when we come down here to South High, we have to record the game locally here in our equipment and then upload it when we get home, because we cannot get an internet signal out of this building. Not so tonight. We have found a different methodology to get internet signal out of here And tonight is the great experiment with that. And hopefully we will have no interruptions in our signal tonight. We're crossing our fingers and hope to bring you the game totally uninterrupted. Want to also acknowledge our executive producer tonight, Carol Carlston, is going to double as executive producer and videographer tonight. Kale is what year are you in school? What year are you in school? Kale is a sophomore at Northwest and was also in the crew for the game last Friday night. And we're glad to be able to welcome him back and help us out tonight. And, of course, we have Elizabeth Dibben, who is getting to be a veritable fixture at these broadcasts.
Yep, after a while, you get pretty used to hearing Kevin's voice.
I'm also going to take a moment to send a shout out and congratulations to Mrs. Anna Hinkle. Mrs. Hinkle is a teacher in the business department at Wichita Northwest, and she and her husband are the proud parents of a bouncing baby boy as of last Monday. And of course, Miss Hinkle is on maternity leave while she takes care of her newborn, but mom and son are doing very well, and we wish them the best, and we are glad to be able to tell you that they're joining us here this evening on NWHS GRIZZ. While we have the moment, we'll give you a quick programming note, and that is our next broadcast. We will be on the air at 5:40 on Friday night. We'll be back home for a 3-game homestand, beginning with the North High Redskins, who will come in, the North High Red Hawks, will come in for the first of 2 on Friday night. And again, we're on the air with the girls pregame at 5:40. Hope you'll join us on Friday night for some Grizzly basketball at home. They are getting ready to present the colors, and when they do, we'll stop to respect our flag and our country.
And our color guard.
Huh?
And our JRTC color guard.
And our color guard. So you're in the program at Northwest, Elizabeth. Are you going to be on the color guard any night during a game?
I might shoot for this Friday. I might shoot for that.
Oh. Well,
we
will excuse you from the booth.
I gotta get
in order to go down and do that.
I gotta get at least one done.
Is that a requirement?
No, it's just to do it.
Okay. Well, make sure you do it.
I'll
Players
tell you.
come to the bench.
I'll tell you when I'll do it. I'll tell you. I'll give you a heads up.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wichita South High School would like to welcome all of you attending tonight's City League matchup between the Northwest Grizzlies and your South High Tigers. Tonight's color guard consists of Elizabeth Torres, Jacqueline Portillo, Kai Bomboy, and commanded by Caleb Kirk. Please rise and remove your hats for the playing
I have never, in all my days, heard a flute solo for the national anthem, and that was just beautiful. We congratulate the flautists. Okay, here are the starting lineups. First for Northwest, dressed in blue on the road, Carly Wimberly, number 10, a 5'7" junior guard. Followed by number 21, Aaliyah Richard, a 5'2" junior guard. Number 24, Sasha Reed, 5'9", senior forward. Number 30, Aubrey Navarrete, 5'5", sophomore guard. And finally, Kylina Hallman, number 33, a 5'9" junior forward. Head coach Christina Commons, she's assisted by Taylor Darr. Now the starting lineup for the South High Titans. Starting at shooting guard, a 5'7" junior, Mahogany Butler, number 4. Number 10, her sister, 5'5", point guard, a senior, Zion Butler. Number 20, 5'6", junior forward, Anaya Kennedy. Number 21, 5'8", senior forward, Ramaya Kennedy. And finally, a 5'5" guard, senior number 23, Innocent Robinson. And those are the starters for South High. Their head coach is Sam Phillips, assisted by Kimberly Evans and Daryl Biggs. Grizzlies, as I mentioned, in their road blues. They will play from left to right here in the first half. South High in their home whites, going, of course, from right to left. Out to take the opening tip for Northwest, it'll be Kylina Hallman. And for South, who's it going to be? I would expect it to be number 21, Ramaya Kennedy, and it is. Kennedy and Hallman, there's the whistle. We're underway, and South High wins the opening tip, and we're underway here in the first quarter. With the ball, it's Zion Butler. And just like that, we have a stoppage of play.
The ball gone on the court.
Ball is inbounded. We're back underway. That's Robinson with it for the Titans. She gives it to Zion Butler. Butler passing it off now to Kennedy. Over here on the near side, on the floor, loose. Still loose on the floor. Hallman can't get it. Butler gets it instead, puts up a three, and it's good. On the floor for your Grizzlies, number 10, Carly Wimberly. Number 21, Aaliyah Richard. Number 33, Kylina Hallman. Number 30, Aubrey Navarrete. And number 24, Sasha Reed. That's the 5 on the floor for your Grizzlies as we start here in the first quarter. And the Grizzlies have thrown it away. It'll turn over to South High. Inbounding it, Zion Butler to Ramaya Kennedy. Kennedy brings it across the timeline. Grizzlies in the 3-2 zone to start off. And underneath and trying to beat the zone, unable to do so, is Mahogany Butler. The ball knocked out of play by Navarrete, and it will be a restart for South High.
Great defense by Northwest to put it into that.
Out it comes, driving into the paint, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Sasha Reed. Navarrete has it on the far side. She'll bring it across the timeline. Gives it to Reed again. Reed looking for help. Very tight man-to-man so far by South. Navarrete pulls it out. Her pass is intercepted This is going to be an easy lay-in bucket for Zion Butler. And Butler gets him on the board for 2 more. And it's 5-0 South. That one is deflected out by Kennedy. It will stay with Northwest. Hallman will inbound for the Grizzlies. Gets it to Sasha Reed. Full court pressure being put on here by the Titans.
Almost a costly turnover.
The Grizzlies are in trouble here. Can they get it across? They do. It's loose on the floor and picked off by Robinson. Robinson in the paint. And he should have a jump ball, and we do. And on the alternating possession, arguably the dumbest rule in all of sports, it turns over to Northwest.
Wow, Kevin. Here comes Wembley coming up the floor to Richards.
Richard takes it in the corner, feeds it into Reed. Reed lost the handle, and South High comes away with it. They'll bring it down the floor. Into the paint, and a nice 15-footer by Kennedy. Makes it 7-0. Grizzlies down by a touchdown. Navarrete to Reed over on the far side. That's Richards. She puts it up. It doesn't go, and the rebound being fought for on the floor, and we have another jump ball, and this time it will belong to South High.
Northwest trying to stop that South defense, but we saw it from the C team from South.
Across the timeline, Kennedy gives it off to Butler.
For 3, didn't go. Richard got the board. Coming up, got stuck. Back to
Aaliyah
Richard.
Richards passes it across this time for a long 3. Off the rim, no good. Navarrete tried, but there's the putback by Reed, and the Grizzlies are on the board. 7-2, Grizzlies trail, 4:40 to go, first quarter. Around the horn, there's another 12-footer. That one misses. Robinson gets the rebound for the Titans. She puts up a 3. It's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hallman. Hallman will bring it up the floor herself. Sends a long one down for too far for Wimberly, and it goes over the baseline and turns over to South High.
Luckily for us, South is not that punishable with costly turnovers like that. That's the only good news. Meanwhile, here comes South.
No need for the Grizzlies to panic. They're only down by 5. Zion Butler with it. For South, puts up a 3. A rainbow doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Reed. Reed sends it over on the near side, and a blocking foul is going to be called. That'll be the first foul on South High, and if you did not join us on Friday night, let's remind you that there is a rule change this year with regards to the counting of fouls. High school has decided to mirror college women's basketball, and the first 5 fouls in a quarter, here's a takeaway. And an easy, well, no basket. They're going to call a foul on Navarrete instead. First foul on Northwest. Whoops.
Butler with the passing.
Kennedy with it, dishes it off to Butler. Butler gets her own rebound, now sends it out to Barkas, who came into the game on a sub just a moment ago. That one doesn't go. We have another whistle, stoppage of play.
Who's that on? 24?
I do not know. It is on Sasha Reed. That's her first. Two-shot foul here. And the first free throw is good by Zion Butler. Eight to 2. Grizzlies trail, make it 9-2. And we have a substitution here for Northwest. Or we have a timeout, excuse me, not a sub. Timeout has been called. This will be a 30-second timeout, I believe. It is indeed.
Called by Northwest.
It was called by South, actually.
Oh, sorry, South.
We'll keep it right here. Grizzlies down by 7 here in the first quarter.
I will have to mention South did beat West in their home opener.
Yes, South won both their games last Friday night against the Pioneers. Hallman will inbound for Northwest. We're back underway. Richard back to Hallman. Hallman to center to Reed. Reed had it taken away, but down there to get it. Lohman had it under the basket. Now they're calling a foul here. We'll see what that's about. I started to talk about the foul counting rules. First 5 fouls are treated as normal. No more 1-and-1, no more bonus, and no more double bonus. Everything after 5 fouls is automatically 2 shots, and then they reset it every quarter. Each team with 2 fouls here in this first quarter, 3 minutes to go. Lohman dishes it off to McKaylee Nave. Nave back to Lohman. Lohman high pressure. Good job. She gets it over to Richard. Aaliyah Richard puts it up, and it counts. Aaliyah Richard makes it 9-4. Back down, Mahogany Butler will pass it around to Zion. Over on the far side for 3, nothing but net. Mariah Barkas gets her first points of the night, and it's a 3-pointer for the Titans. We have a foul called here with 2:15 to go. That'll be the third team foul on South High. The foul charged to, well, they haven't put it up. Who was that charged to?
Smith.
First free throw there by Cameron Stubbs misses. Eight-point lead, the largest lead of the night so far for the Titans. And Stubbs makes 1 out of 2. 12-5. Here comes South High back down the floor with it. 3-pointer again. This one doesn't go off the arm of Farkas. And we have a foul called on the rebound play.
Who got that foul?
Foul was charged to
Butler. Got it.
And it's 14-5.
Oh, sorry, Kennedy, not Butler. Double team.
Here's another takeaway by Zion Butler, and she'll lay it in. This is kind of what happened to us the other night. We let our opponent get a big run going. We don't want to do that. Richard for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound.
Stubbs, get
Sasha
it in. There we
Reed.
go.
It takes Sasha 3 tries, but she gets the bucket, 16-7. Shot missing, rebounded there by Staten. I'm sorry, Stubbs, excuse me. This one goes all the way over. McKaylee Nave trying to put it back in center. Gets knocked out of play. It will stay with Northwest.
Foul number 24, Alicia Smith. That is her third foul. Team Smith. New rule as of activity this year after 5 team fouls. The opposing team shoots 2 shots.
And we are shooting free throws. It'll be Cameron Stubbs shooting a pair here, and that's because South has their 5 fouls for the first period. One out of 2, 16-8 the score. Here comes South High back with it. And a scoop shot by Hartzler. And it's down by 10 now. Up the floor, Kennedy to Hartzler, intercepted by Hallman. Hallman throws a long pass out of play. That should be our ball, and it is. 44 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Wimberley comes out.
Nope, Wimberley checks it.
I'm sorry, Wimberley comes in, excuse me.
Here comes Lohman up the floor.
Lohman crosses the timeline looking for help. 2-3 zone by the South High Titans. And now a whistle and a foul. Fouls on Robinson, that's her first. And it will put Hallman at the line shooting a pair. And Kylina is on the scoreboard with her first point. And she makes them both. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. South High brings it up. That goes out of play. Turn it over to Northwest.
That's a big play for Northwest to get some momentum, down by 8 with 26 seconds left.
Grizzlies may play for one shot here. We'll see how they play it. Hallman gives it to Lohman. Lohman, the freshman, dribbling it around. Uncontested 3, misses. Wimberley, the rebound. Lohman for 3, short. And rebounded by South High.
Butler.
Up it goes and off the glass, and we have a whistle. With 3 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Who's that charged against? Navarrete, overthrown.
And that should do it. Maybe one shot. Here's a long one. And it's no good. First quarter. We'll be back with the second quarter after this timeout. 18-10. Grizzlies trail. We'll be back.
Hey, Grizzly Nation. This is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
Back at South High with Elizabeth Dibb and Kevin Arkin Grizzlies trail 18-10 as we're going to start the second quarter. Grizzlies will get the ball first. Wimberley will inbound it, and here to take you through the second quarter is Elizabeth Dibben.
All right. Wimberley passed it to Hallman. Here comes Hallman. Passing it to Lohman, trying to scramble, trying to get something going. Lohman to Wimberley, still stuck, trying to need some help. To Navarrete. Navarrete gets an open. Pass back to Lohman. Here comes Lohman diving in. Almost got turned over. Pass to Hallman. Shot clock is running down. They don't have a shot clock. Navarrete to Hallman. For easy two. Got it! Here comes South. For three. Didn't get it. Lohman with the rebound. Here comes Northwest. Steaming through. To Navarrete. Navarrete to Hallman. Hallman in the post. Navarrete for three. Just a tad short. Here comes South. Butler. Again for three. Hit nothing. And it's Northwest ball.
Sasha Reed comes back into the game for Northwest.
Wimberley passes it to Lohman. Trying to get across that timeline. Already with the pressure from South. Reed to Navarrete, couldn't get it. Got her own rebound for three. Missed it. Wimberley got it. Stuck in the corner. Reed for three. Bricked it. Couldn't get it. Here comes South. Butler. Another three. Got it. Number 23, Robinson with a beautiful jumper. Oh, got the ball again. Number 23. Missed it. Reed got the board, and we got a jump ball. I like jump balls better than fouls. But South trying to mix something up against this beautiful Northwest defense. Got turned over from Lohman. Lohman up the floor. Split two defenders. Got it. And a foul. Didn't get the bucket, but got the foul. Lohman for two. Missed the first. Stay calm, stay calm. You got the second. Don't freak out. Got the second. I told you, stay calm, I told you. Here comes South. Hustling up the floor. Butler for three. Way off. Here comes Northwest. Navarrete coming up the floor. Getting stuck by Butler. Wimberley trying to make something. Wimberley stuck. Needs help, needs help, needs help. Here comes Lohman. Split defenders got fouled. Well, she tried to split two defenders. It didn't work very well. Timeout Northwest.
Northwest has just taken a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and we'll keep it here. Grizzlies only down by 8, 21-13, and they're keeping the pressure on. And the problem with Northwest still is their lack of ability to score. And, you know, how many times have they had to take multiple shots from under the basket? to get one to fall, and that you can't do that all night long.
You certainly cannot, especially against this hungry South defense. As Wimberley passes in the ball to Lohman. Lohman comes across that timeline, and we're starting again. Lohman to Reed. Gets through, trying to shake it. Navarrete for three. Nothing. Here comes South. Robinson. All the way in the corner to Butler. Split the defender. Passing it to Robinson. Northwestern's just keep on putting on the defense. They should keep it on all night. To Butler for three. Got it! Here comes Navarrete from Lohman. Lohman going in. Passing it, couldn't get it to Reed. As Navarrete tried to do a pump fake, couldn't get it. And
Kennedy went down really hard on that play after she fouled and fortunately got right back up.
Well, we like that there's no injuries, so that's good. To Navarrete, coming back up. Guard against Butler. Here comes Reed in the post. To Lohman, split the defender. Trying to get little midi, nothing. Reed to Navarrete for three. Couldn't get it. Stubbs got it. Lohman for three. In and out. Wimberley got it. Reed up again. Got it. It toilet bowled in. Timeout South.
Four tries to score. Timeout here, and we're going to take it with them. Back in 60. This is Grizzly basketball. Back at South High, getting ready to resume play. Here's Elizabeth.
Here comes Butler. Dives in. Little midi, little floater, couldn't get it. Rebound by Hallman. Wimberley passes it across the timeline. Richards got tipped, still got it. Got it. Got a little lay. There we go. Here comes Butler for South. To Robinson. Got fouled. Hallman hangs on to that ankle. South's ball. Robinson passing it in. Little pump fake. Got little midi, couldn't get it. Here comes Northwest. To Navarrete, to Richards. Passes the timeline. To Wimberley. Back to Richards. They're trying to make something. Go across the baseline. Couldn't get it. Tipped in by Wimberley. But couldn't get it in time. Northwest ball. South's ball. Butler coming across that timeline. Little in between, little motion. Trying to create offense. South's just standing there. It's all Butler from here. Dives in. Didn't get the lay. Got
Good
picked.
rebound by Carolina, then she threw it away.
Here comes Richards. To Hallman, to Navarrete, got tipped. Actually, no, it wasn't tipped. It was all Navarrete. North ball. South ball. Oh, my God. I keep on saying another team instead of South.
Barkus returns to the lineup for South.
Here comes South. Robinson coming up that timeline. Here comes Butler. To Kennedy. Couldn't get it. Rebound Hallman. Hallman got the foul. Oh, sorry, no, 21.
Fouls on Kennedy for South.
My bad. It hadn't gotten updated yet. As Navarrete takes a seat. Hallman carrying it up. Pass to Richards. Got tipped. Patterson checks in. Here comes Richards. Will screen and go. Here comes Lohman. To Patterson. Got a little stuck. To Hallman. Over the top. Couldn't get it. Got tipped. South ball.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Okay. Hallman tried to get it in. And then it got tipped to Oren Blair. Okay, here comes South. Here comes Butler. To Robinson. Got a little stuck. A little midi. And contested. Couldn't get it. Rebound South. To Barkus. Back to Butler. Back to Robinson. Here comes Northwest. To Robinson. Back to Patterson, my bad. Patterson. Richardson, a little pump fake. Literally handed it to him. Here comes Butler. Got fouled. Had to stop that play from becoming a really big thing from happening. Number 35, Patterson, with their first. All right, here comes Butler for. With 56 seconds left, let's see what North can do at this time. Almost got tipped to Butler, back to Butler. Guarded by Richards. That's Barkus trying to make something. Robinson for three, couldn't get it. Northwest got tipped. Back to South, got it! Bang, 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 by Kennedy. Here comes Northwest to Lohman. Couldn't get the little lay. 20 seconds left. No foul. And we did get a foul.
Foul on number 21. Richard, that was her first foul.
For 21. All right, here comes South to Butler with 10 seconds left. Let's see what she can do at that time. Got stuck, trying to zoom out of it. Couldn't. Butler for three. Air ball. I don't think it counted, ladies and gentlemen. It's good. That came from Kennedy. And she literally ran into the locker room. All right, and we're gonna call it. This is NWHS GRIZZ. This is Northwest basketball.
We're back at South High. We're at halftime. And the score at half is South High 29, Northwest 17. Grizzlies in the game, even though they trail by a dozen, and a much better first half tonight than we saw Friday night against the Heights Falcons at Northwest High. We don't have a halftime guest for you this evening. So we don't have enough time to do what I really want to do, and that is to play for you Andy Hill's interview from Game 1, which we did not get on the air, but it's too long to do in one fell swoop. We don't have enough halftime to go around. So what we're going to do is let you listen to the band. They have a band that's not bad. It's almost as good as ours.
Almost. We're going to let you listen to the band for a bit, and then we will be back to join you. Stay with us. 29-17, Grizzlies trail.
Falcons right now down on 7-4 for playing periods are 2-7. Coaches playing periods are 2-7. So I do 1-2 and 1-7. It will be hard. This will be a problem now next week. Like we play Saturday, we won't have any pregame interviews Saturday because I won't have time to get together. But we play Friday night. We turn right around and play at 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon. That's good. Gym, Southeast, East High Gym, North High Gym, were all built with the time. Ever been in Cabin's Gym? When I worked at Cabin's for 10 years. I helped fundraise to build a new gym. We built the gym in 2010. It cost $8 million. It's not as big as it's now. The seats are taller on one side. And on the other side are about like they are on this side. Cabin's Gym is not over. Welcome back to South High, and we're at halftime of the girls' varsity contest. The third quarter getting set to be started here in about 1 minute. So, Grizzlies down by a dozen, well within range. They just need to play their A game and see what happens.
And don't make costly turnovers and get the rebounds and make it the first time.
Christina Commons huddling with the troops. I did this to get the band earlier. That's my fault. Starting the third quarter, It'll be Aaliyah Richard, Kylena Hallman, Carly Wimberly, McKaylee Nave, and Aubrey Navarrete. Those are the 5 that are going to. Now they're going to make a liar out of me because 3 of them sat down. Let's try it again. On the floor for the Grizzlies, who get the ball first here in the third quarter. It's Wimberly, Richard, Hallman, Navarrete, and Reed. That's the 5 on the floor as we start the third quarter of play. And the Grizzlies will be playing from right to left here in the second half. Pass is almost lost. Reed gets it back, gives it to Richard. Aaliyah drives, and I think she traveled. Yes, she did. No, she did not. They're calling a foul instead, excuse me. Foul's being called on South High's Innocent Robinson. That's her second.
Reed with the foul.
Inbound pass is stolen and a quick foul. That's on Sasha Reed. That's her second. Butler brings the ball down the floor for the Titans on the near side now. She gets it back. Grizzlies in a 2-3 zone again. They've liked that zone. There's a long 3 that misses everything. And Zion Butler puts up a 3 that misses everything. Mahogany passes it to Kennedy, and she lays it in. And Kennedy gets her first 2 of the second half. 31-17, Grizzlies trail.
That's the kind of points that we just cannot lose.
And there's an errant pass and a quick turnaround by South and a foul. We'll be shooting free throws here as
foul on Hallman.
Kylena Hallman gets her second foul of the night. And it's the second team foul on Northwest.
Here comes Kennedy with the pair.
One is short. She'll get one more try at it.
My hand's cold.
And she makes 1 out of 2. 32-17 the score. Hallman.
Northwest in
this
trouble.
This is it to Navarrete, to Reed. And back to Richard. Richard is fouled going up. She'll go to the line. And she'll, they're calling a travel. How unfortunate.
That would have helped us a lot. Here comes
South High brings it down. Butler on the far side runs into Kennedy. Dishes it off. 3 is off the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Titans. Ball knocked out of play. We have a whistle, and they're going to call a foul on Northwest. And it's on Sasha Reed. That's her third. She's the first person tonight to get into foul trouble. Ramaya Kennedy at the line to shoot a pair. First one's up, and it's good.
Stubbs checked in for Reeds.
Sasha Reed does come out. They'll give her a break with her 3 fouls. Both free throws are good. And South High has doubled up Northwest, 34-17. And there's another turnover on an errant pass, and Kennedy lays it in.
Hallman coming up. Not even past the timeline yet.
That one is
Turnover.
knocked out of play. It'll go to Northwest.
Hallman checks it in.
Will inbound it to Navarrete. Back to Kylina, and she sends a long one down. That was intended for Wimberley, and we have a jump ball call here. And on the jump ball, it will stay with Northwest. Richard inbounds it, and the inbound pass is errant.
Didn't get the N1.
But she did draw the foul, and that will put her to the line to shoot free throws, and that's the fourth team foul on Northwest in this quarter, and we're only 2 minutes in.
Folks, this has got to be a long night.
Kennedy's first one rattles and falls. Grizzlies down by 20. Kennedy will get one more. And it's good. 38-17, South High. Lohman with the ball for Northwest. Passes it to Wimberley. Wimberley lost the handle, and a who-me foul on Anaya Kennedy, I believe. And that's her first. And that's the second team foul on South High tonight.
Here comes Lohman.
Lohman to Hallman. Hallman back to Lohman. And Lohman sends it over to Richard. Richard back to Lohman for three off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Zion Butler. She goes coast to coast, gives it to Kennedy, who lays it in.
That was beautiful. Little magic.
It was a nice play, but unfortunate for Northwest.
In order to win this game, we have to make stop. We have to stop costly turnovers because that's what's killing us. Here comes Lohman.
Lohman will bring it across the timeline herself. She feeds it into Richard. Now to Wimberley. Wimberley to Hallman.
No!
Misses. Rebounded by Kennedy.
You can't get a bucket that easy. But here comes Butler, pushing her way in. Got it.
Taken
here comes
away
Richard.
by the Grizzlies, and Richard will bring it down the floor. She puts up a long three. Good! Aaliyah Richard for three, and it's 40-20.
She's Hawkeye from deep.
And an easy lay-in for South. Some quick transition buckets here by both teams. Lohman dishes it off.
Get help, get help, get up. Get out of the corner, get out of the corner, get out of the corner.
Underneath to Hallman. Back out to Lohman. Lohman to Richard for three. Good! Back-to-back three-pointers by Aaliyah Richard.
Woo-wee!
42-23. South. Ball's put up by Butler, reverse and score. Pretty basket by Mahogany Butler that time. Aaliyah Richard with the ball for Northwest.
Richard feeling hot a little bit.
Lohman misses a three-point attempt. Hallman off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Wimberley. And we have a whistle.
No, what is it?
And they're going to call a foul.
On Wimberley.
Like it's on Wimberley. And that's the fifth foul of the quarter, so we're going to be shooting free throws now for the rest of the quarter on fouls.
I like the defense. I like the aggression. But sometimes it's just too much, especially when you're in foul trouble like that.
This one is short by Anaya Kennedy. Patterson comes in for Wimberley. We'll reset this lineup here for you in just a moment.
Fans slowly come in.
And another one is good. And the Grizzlies will inbound. Hallman looking for Stubbs. Gets it to Lohman. Loose on the floor.
Can capitalize that.
Loose ball on the
There
floor.
we go.
Picked up by Hallman. She feeds it down to Patterson. And that goes off of Patterson's arms and out of play. It'll turn over to South High.
Well, we had the right intentions, but it just didn't go our direction. Is that the right way to say it?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Waiting for the scoreboard operator to start the clock. There it goes. Hartzler misses the rebound to Northwest. Stubbs gives it to Hallman. Kylino gives it on the far side to Lohman. Back to Reed. Lohman for three, off the rim, no good. How many times have I said that tonight? This one's going to go back down on another foul called against Northwest. Fouls on Hallman, it's her third.
I think we can totally be winning this game right now if we made our buckets, even our second chance buckets, makes a huge part of this game.
They have been, and we haven't had second chances to do it.
And also,
you go down there and it takes 6 shots to score. That's not what we want.
No.
Hallman comes out with her 3 fouls. Butler's free throw is good, 47-23. Grizzlies trail, 2:19 to go in the third quarter.
In those type of situations, don't put your head down. You're letting South win mentally. Put your head up and saying, okay, I made the mistake, let's move on.
South High inbounds to Zion Butler. Butler in the paint, dishes it off. Mahogany for 3, and it's good.
Here comes Lohman. To Patterson.
Patterson can't get it to go. The rebound is put in very nicely, though. 50-25, and we're doubled up again. Zion Butler in the paint. Left-handed scoop, and it does not fall, but a whistle. And a foul call on Northwest. It's on Patterson. It's her second.
The fouls are not going in our favor tonight. I have to say that's what's killing us. It's the second, not making the second chance buckets, not getting our own rebound, and also just not there.
Free throws, second one misses. 51-25. South High. Lohman, good for 3. She's been rattling the rim all night and finally cans one. Butler.
Butler got
top of the key. Drives into the paint, dishes it off, and a whistle and a foul. Fouls on Patterson, that's her third. And it will send Mahogany. With one more free throw attempt. 52-28, Grizzlies trail.
Get it up the floor with no turnovers. Reed in trouble. Both on the ground. Timeout.
Northwest calls a timeout. It's a full timeout. I'm sorry, yeah, it is a full timeout. Northwest has 3 remaining. We're going to go ahead and take it with them. We'll be back. Stay with us. This is Grizzly basketball. What's going on? Well, we're back, and we don't know why. Our commercial did not run properly. We're going to do it again. Like I said, we'll be back.
And we're back with 56 seconds left in the third. Richards will inbound it.
Have another foul call, this time on South High.
Here comes Loman. Richard for 3.
Mahogany Butler. Richard puts up a 3 that misses everything. Good putback, however. And the Grizzlies have 30 points. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Down underneath, and an easy lay-in that time by Kiera Holland. Just into the game for South High. 24 seconds to go in the quarter. Patterson puts up a 3 and misses everything. Richard for 3. No, that's Loman gets the 3.
Her second 3 of the night.
Second 3 of the quarter. 6 seconds to go in the quarter. And a foul is called with less than 1 second remaining in the third quarter.
It's a travel, Kevin.
Travel, excuse me. Now there we go. And that wraps up the third quarter.
Back to Loman. Just going around. Here comes Loman diving in, trying to get something kicked out. Got stripped. Here comes South. My bad, y'all. Does that say 2? Yeah, it is. They don't have a 2. They have a mystery guest.
Well, we sure do.
Here comes Northwest coming up the floor. Patterson to Loman. Back to Patterson, trying to dig her way in. Couldn't get it. But got the foul. Number 12 on South. Got the foul. Here comes Stubbs. to Lohman. Back to Reed. Here comes Richard trying to dive in. Couldn't get it. Back to Reed. Patterson trying to dig her way in. Couldn't get it. Lohman for a three. Missed it. Here comes South. Oh, got it. Stubbs fought for it.
And another jump ball. This time it'll go to South High.
And we got subs. Hartzer for Butler. Butler's back in. Butler coming up the floor. Pass to Kennedy. An easy bucket. South. Here comes Lohman. Steaming her way up the court to Richards. Back to Stubbs. Stubbs in the post. Got stuck. Richards back into Stubbs. Richard, little kick out. Couldn't get it. Stubbs with it. My bad. Richards with an easy lay.
Nice play by Leah Richard to get open and run it right down the throat.
Butler for three, couldn't get it. Butler got her sister's rebound. Butler trying to create something. Going up. I think we got a foul here. Number 35, Patterson, yeah. And Hallman checked in for Stubbs.
And that's the fourth foul on Patterson.
Here comes South. Kennedy trying to make something against Patterson. Robinson to Butler. To mystery guest. Stolen. Here comes Richards.
Oh, nice play by Aaliyah Richards.
Nice little floater by Richards. Ooh. Here comes Butler. Butler drove her way in. Couldn't get it against two Grizzly defenders. Here comes Lohman. Put on the little brakes. Here comes Richard. Thought about the three, couldn't get it. Here comes Reed. Richard again. Diving her way in. Couldn't get it. Got it.
There you go.
There we go. We'll make something up a little bit. 39-56. In the fourth quarter, just coming right in. Timeout South.
Timeout South. Let's take it with them. We'll be back. This is Grizzly basketball.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself,
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
Means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Back at South High, Grizzlies trail by 19. Here's Elizabeth.
What's up, people? How we feeling? I know you can't talk, but you have the chat to use. Here comes Lohman across the timeline. Now Hillman with the screen. Wimberly back on the floor. Pass to Reed. Reed stuck a little. Here comes Richards for the save. Lohman trying to create some early. Try to get a go-ahead basket. Couldn't get it. Hillman. Hallman, sorry. Hallman got the foul. No, wait. Hallman gets a three throws. And with 3:53 left in the quarter, Northwest down by 18. couldn't get it in. Here comes South. Robinson diving her way in, making her own territory. Here comes South for 3. Got it! Barkus for 3.
South High has killed us with 3-pointers tonight.
Wimberley in trouble. Hallman fought about it, couldn't get it. Wimberley for 3. Missed everything. Reed couldn't get it. Hallman with the rebound, couldn't get it. Man, that's what's killing them tonight. It's just not getting their own buckets. Here comes South. Couldn't get it. Missed by Butler. Here comes Hallman. Pass to Lohman. Lohman, I don't think Lohman's going up. Nope, Lohman's not going up. Lohman going across that timeline. She needs help, she needs help, she needs help.
Oh, boy,
stolen. Easy lay. As that lead double. Coach communicating, trying to get something going. Richard to Reed. Reed for 3. Couldn't get it. Butler with their own rebound. Northwest tussling. Not tussling. Actually, yeah. Too much aggression. And, yeah. Okay. Okay. Here comes Butler. Kick it back out for 3. Couldn't get it. Got beautiful lay. Robinson. Here comes Richard. Lohman for 3, couldn't get it. Hallman. Reed tried to get it, couldn't pick her pocket. Here comes South. Missed an easy opportunity for a bucket. Navarrete got it out of bounds. Here comes South. Butler has the ball. Trying to get past Lohman. Lohman with great defense. Got stolen by Holman. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Richard didn't get the bucket. Who's that on? We got 2 shots for Richard. And that's on.
It's on Barkus. That's her
Barkus.
second.
Thank you, Kevin, for the save. Richard made the first. With 1:36 left, down by double digits. Let's see what happens. Missed the second. Hallman got his own rebound. Too much power. Here comes South. Hartzler passing it in. And Mystery Guest is back in. To nope, not Butler. To Kennedy. Almost got picked. Kennedy in trouble. Mystery Guest in trouble too. Beautiful defense by Northwest. Richard with the beautiful defense. Kennedy to Hartzer. Dives in, kick out to Mystery Guest.
South doing a great job of stretching out the Grizzly defense.
100%. Here comes Barkser. Nope. Halswood, sorry. I think we got a foul.
Player control foul.
Yep.
Called on Holland.
With 45 seconds left, here comes Northwest rolling in. Navarrete for three, couldn't get it. Here comes South. Got a little tripped up, couldn't make the layup. Here comes Navarrete. To Richard. Costly turnover. South trying to make a wide open layup, couldn't. And we got a foul on Nazarate. Yeah, number 3, Nazarate. Okay. With 13 seconds left in the fourth, 65-41. And Holman going up for a pair. The rim gods said, yes, you'll go in. Rim gods. Got the second. Made both pairs. Here comes Richards. Just got laid to the floor.
Another jump ball that'll go to Northwest.
Richard the pass in to Lohman. Got picked. Holman with the save. 1 second left. And that's it. 67-41. South with the dub. This is NWHS GRIZZ, Northwest basketball, and I'll see you later.
(67-41) the final. We'll come back and talk about this briefly before we go. I want to do that one. Before we go to our pregame. But first, we're going to take a timeout. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS GRIZZ on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly basketball. Grizzlies fall 67-41 in the first game of our doubleheader tonight. Andy Hill's pregame will follow here in just a moment. And looking back at it, I was impressed by the rebound of Kylina Hallman and the overall scrappy play.
Yeah,
we don't have a points count. I know I have her for 7 at least, but it's not the point count. It's her ball handling and her leadership on the floor. I really liked what I saw.
Yeah, absolutely. And the way she be able to scrap herself out of plays was really a big play for an underdog, and they got that underdog.
We've got a lot of time to fill, and not much to fill it with, unfortunately. We've got Andy Hill coming up. We'll have a visit with him. We're going to let you listen to the band for a bit, and then we'll put Andy on. So stay with us. Boys game to follow shortly. Enjoy the music. Leave it right where it is. I'll be back.
Hey, man, you got up for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
And our attention now will shift to the varsity contest down here at South High. The Titans and the Grizzlies will be tipping it off here in a matter of minutes. And we're joined in our pregame show by our head coach, Andy Hill. And Coach, as is a tradition in these visits, we always take a couple minutes to look back at the last game. And I know it's not the way you wanted it to turn out by any means, but I'm sure that you got some positives out of it.
Well, we might still be looking for those. I'm not sure, but no, we just weren't ready for what Heights brought to the table, and that starts with me and getting them prepared and having a game plan for them going in. And we weren't good enough last Friday night. So bottom line is we got to get better. Heights is really, really good. We knew that. Everybody knows that. But our program we haven't beaten them the past few years, but we've competed with them. Last year we played 2 really competitive games with them. And so, the result Friday night was not to the standard that our program has set in the past, and certainly not to the standard that this team expects. So we know we got to get better. We worked some stuff out on Saturday, we believe. Have another good practice today, hopefully, and we just got to get better.
So let's turn our attention to the task at hand tonight. We're at South High for the first of 2 meetings this year. And what do you know about this South High Titans squad?
They're 1-0. They opened up the season beating West last Friday night. They're a really good team. It starts with Parker Hargrave, number 50, who's in his he's back.
I think he's in his 6th year of eligibility.
It certainly feels like that. Only a junior. And so, you got to have a plan for him and what you're going to do to try and contain him at least and make him have to earn what he gets. And but beyond him, they've got some really solid guard play as well. So they've got guys that, they can spread you out and drive it. They're quick. A couple kids that can, knock down open shots. So if you can't just devote 100% of your attention to Parker because they got other guys that can hurt you. So they're going to be difficult to guard, and we're going to have to be ready to go.
And Parker, among other things, besides being a really good player, he's a very big player. He's tall and he's stocky, and he's a lot bigger than we are. How do you contain a guy with that kind of size with the players you have?
You've got to try and speed things up to be a team effort. I mean, we certainly have nobody that can guard him one-on-one. To be a team effort. I mean, we certainly have nobody that can guard him one-on-one. Nobody in the city has somebody that can guard him one-on-one. So it's a matter of trying to make him work to get his catches, not allowing him to catch it, in the spots that they want him to catch it right around the rim. And then when he does get the ball, you got to have somebody ready to go over there and try and force him to give it up. And then you're scrambling, to get out and contest a shot on one of their guards. And you got to fly around and play with great effort and great intensity and great focus.
Going back to our season opener for just a minute, nice crowd on hand. Both teams drew well, but it was good to see a big turnout from the student body of Northwest and adults as well cheering them on.
Yeah, it was a good crowd. We're fortunate. We always, get good crowds here, and our student section does a great job. So, hopefully they'll stick with us after what they watched Friday night and, give this team another chance because this is going to be a fun group to watch. So it was a good crowd.
Think the kids will pay any attention to the crowd at South? Obviously, we're on the road, a more hostile environment than we had on Friday night, so it'll be a different experience for them.
Yeah, it will be. I think they'll be locked in and focused on what we need to do.
Okay, sounds great. What's the injury situation for tonight?
We'll still be without Liam Calvert. He's still recovering from an ankle that he sprained before our first game.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Here comes Northwest. For three. Barely in it. Here comes Glassford.
Are there 4 periods?
Yeah. There's no sound.
Oh.
There's no sound. Did you fix the sound? Okay. Now there's sound. Sorry about the malfunction, folks. Here comes Benning coming up the floor. Back to Benning. Northwest trying to create some offense.
Okay, folks, I'm going to jump in here and just tell you that we were just made aware a few moments ago that we had lost our sound. When we lost our picture temporarily earlier when two kids roughhousing pulled the plug on us, we were not aware that we had lost our sound. Everything in our board said our sound was working perfectly, and it turns out it was not. So we apologize to you for not having sound for the last 30 minutes. But with us and watch the game, at least. And we'll bring you up to speed. It's 24-22 Northwest. 3:32 left here in the second quarter till halftime. South High has the ball. Neither team, Northwest does have one foul in this quarter. South High does not. And South running it around the perimeter, trying to break down the Northwest defense and look for a hole somewhere. Approaching 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Out it goes. Carter's going to drive it, put it up. It's short, and a nice rebound there by the Grizzlies. That's Jace Glasper on the rebound. He gives it to Benning. Benning brings it across the timeline, brings it over here to the near side. Hammond feeds it across to Henderson. Back to Benning. South in a 2-1-2 zone. Grizzlies trying to break it, and then they throw it away here. It's intercepted. Carter puts it up off the rim. No good. Rebound to the Grizzlies. Benning gets it. He's going to go coast to coast, give it away. Henderson up, count it. Nice play by the Grizzlies all the way around. Northwest takes a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take the timeout with them here. Make sure we have our ducks in a row here. Stay with us. We'll be back. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Basketball. Coming back out of the timeout, Grizzlies with a 4-point lead. South High brings the ball down the floor. That's Manning dished it off to Howard. Howard now gives it back to Manning. Manning top of the key. Puts it up, and he's fouled going up. That'll stop play with 1:48 remaining. And he makes them both. 26-24. Grizzlies make a personnel change. Inbound to Eli Benning. Benning back over to Henderson, back to Benning. Benning in the paint, gives it back, and a long three attempt, misses the world, and it's rebounded by South. Here come the Titans back.
Am I on? Oh, okay.
Manning has it, dishes it over on the far side. And a three attempt by Morales is good. And just like that, South High retakes the lead. Less than a minute to go in the first half. Grizzlies may be playing for a last shot here to try and take the lead into the locker room. Wouldn't be a bad strategy in a close game like this. Benning with it. Back to Benning. He drives, puts it up underneath. Lay-in is good. Grizzlies do have the lead. 18 to go in the second quarter. Now South will no doubt play for the last shot. Inside 10. Spin move, and does not go. And the Grizzlies will lead at halftime. Your halftime score, Northwest 28-27. We'll be back with our halftime extravaganza, such as it is, after we take this quick timeout for a commercial announcement. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS GRIZZ, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Hey Grizzly Nation, this is Eric Hofer Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
South High with Elizabeth Dibben and Cale Colston, Kevin Arkin with you. Grizzlies lead at halftime, 28-27 over the South High Titans, and what has been played and very fast-paced first half of play.
Absolutely. And South is putting on the defense, but I think Northwest is pushing them harder to make those crucial mistakes. That's leading us to winning right now, 27-28, which said that we lost to Heights.
Well, the Heights game is over. You flush that one down the toilet. We probably aren't even going to talk about that game the rest of the year.
Probably not.
It really doesn't mean anything going forward. No outage, neither one of which was our fault.
Exactly.
Not fault of the equipment, not fault of our internet, but rather the fault of the two South High students who decided to get into a wrestling match right here in our press box.
Which is not really a press box.
Well, we've made it into one. We're actually, and I tell you what, when I came back up, because I had to make a run downstairs for a moment, when I came back up and saw them wrestling by the plug and yelled at them to stop, I think they were the most scared people in the building. The looks on their faces like, this guy's going to kill us, you know.
You guys, my God.
I don't yell much.
No, he does not. But when he does, it's scary.
Well, it was that time because I knew what they were about to do. and unfortunately it was too late to prevent it. So we apologize for all of that, and we can't do anything about it. We're going to move on. So got a big second half coming up. A lot of it's going to depend, Elizabeth, on which Grizzly team comes out of the locker room.
Absolutely. They could come out of the locker room as frauds of the first quarter, losing points, not losing points, but like not getting second chance rebounds, not getting second chance points, getting a bunch of fouls, etc., etc. But they also could come out as champions. Can I say that?
Yeah,
In a
I think
sense,
you
like
can.
the mindset-wise.
You know, we're good. They just need to bring their A game here in the second half. This team is definitely beatable, but they're going to have to bring their A game in the second half to get that done. Well, the band is about to play again, and we're going to let you listen to the band a little bit more. We'll turn this a little bit so you can see some of the band. They got a pretty good band here at South High, too, almost as good as ours.
Almost.
So, and I love the flautist. Here's the South High Pep Band. Trouble getting the commercials. There we go. Stay with us.
Man, when you scream, it's scary. It really is scary.
I'm loud, I admit it.
Anyway, that's the storylines today for men's. I gotta do it every time.
Back at South High, getting ready for the start of the third quarter. Pardon me. The Grizzlies take a slim 1-point lead into the third quarter in a pretty well-played first half by both teams. It was in a very exciting first half indeed. In a close game. A lot of neat plays going on by both teams here.
Absolutely.
So far in the game.
Absolutely. And I also want to mention that South is leading that record 2-1 for the last 3 meetings that they play. South won 2 of them, Northwest won 1 of them. So, and they beat West their last game, so let's see how that goes.
Northwest starts the third quarter with the ball on the inbound pass, and they're playing from right to left in the second half. So they'll be shooting right in front of us as we are near this goal. We're right behind the Grizzly bench. There's a bank shot, doesn't go, and rebounded by the Titans. Bringing it down the floor is Jalen Manning. Grizzlies get it back, bring it down. Henderson dishes it off to Benning. Benning gets it back. Quick move, 10-footer, doesn't go, rims out of bounds, and it will turn over to South High. Just underway, third quarter, Grizzlies lead 28-27.
I do like the dancing, but it's just too much sometimes.
On the near side with it, Ransom dishes it back over. Now it comes back to Morales. Morales had a big three-pointer late in the first half that actually gave South the lead at one point. Here's one intercepted by Benning. He's going to bring it down. Oh, he dished it off. I think he probably should have just laid it in. Instead, he dished it off, and Henderson couldn't handle it. Turns it back over to South High. So two quick turnovers by Northwest here in the third quarter. Manning brings it down for South High. Jonathan Howard.
Beautiful 3. Here comes Benning.
Three-pointer.
I think we're delayed on the broadcast, folks.
Foul's called, and it will be free throw time for Northwest. And the first one misses. Hammond will get another opportunity.
I think we're delayed.
And we get a substitution here for Northwest as Dirting comes in, number 12. There's a long 3, in and out, no good. Rebounded by South. Ransom gets the rebound, starts bringing the ball back down the floor. Eli Benning all over him. And a takeaway by the Grizzlies. Laying it in for the tie at 30.
32. And also, Clasper's on the ground grabbing his ankle on the sideline on the Northwest bench.
That's why he came out. He came out hobbling. We'll see how hurt he is. Coach Gavin Darr down there to take a look at what's going on. Grizzlies get it back, bringing it down the floor. Hammond off the glass, count it. And the Grizzlies with their biggest lead of the game at 4 points. Now a stoppage of play. I don't know what happened to my clock here, but all of a sudden my clock is reading 0. We'll fix that for you. 5:24 remaining, third quarter. South High will inbound. That'll be Howard inbounding to Carter. Ivan Teal in the game, number 1. Had it for a moment. There's a long one that misses. Rebounded by Benning. Eli will bring it down in the paint, dishes it off. 3-ball by Durding doesn't go. And we have a whistle and a stoppage of play. Looks like we had a foul going up for the rebound. And the foul is going to be on Northwest. That'll be their third of the quarter. Still have 5 minutes to play almost in this quarter. Carter picks up the loose ball for the Titans. There's a scoop shot, and it's good. 34-32 Northwest. Howard gets the basket.
Benning slowly bringing it up the floor, trying to dance on them.
Feeds it to Hammond. Now Hammond to Henderson for 3, and it's short. And a good rebound over there by Durding. Back out to Benning. Benning gives it to EQ. Franklin EQ's shot won't fall. And here come the Titans with a chance to tie or take the lead, and now a whistle. And they're going to call a foul on Northwest.
Clasper's going back in.
Foul was called on Franklin EQ. That's his third. Fourth team foul on the Grizzlies in this quarter.
Clasper checks in after a scary ankle injury.
Carter drives to the baseline, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line. But that'll be the 5th foul on Northwest. Foul is on Durding. That's his first. Again, Northwest over the limit. Carter's at the line, shooting a pair with a chance to tie here. He gets the first one. Benning. Jace Glasper doesn't seem to be any worse for wear after going out a moment ago. Benning drives, tried to pass it, it's blocked. Here comes a 2-on-1 break for South. Ooh. And the scoop misses. Here come the Grizzlies back down the floor. And a whistle and a stoppage of play.
After Jace got hit in the face.
It's the second foul on South High in this quarter. Common foul. They'll inbound the basketball. It'll be Northwest possession.
Here comes Benning. Trying to create his own space.
Puts it in the corner. A 3-ball misses everything. South High comes back, and nice save by Northwest, but unfortunately out of bounds on the play, and it will stay with South High.
Time called by South High School.
30-second timeout has been called. We'll keep it right here during the timeout. Well, Elizabeth, we have a 1-point game. It's just swung the other way around. Grizzlies are hanging in here on the road.
100%, Kevin. And I believe South has the grit and grind to come back and possibly win this game, but we all know Northwest's history. Northwest has got to come back. I want to see Northwest magic. I want to see Grizzly magic. Hopefully that happens.
Well, we're about to find out. The timeout is over. 2:37 remains, third quarter. Grizzlies still have to hang in there for another 2.5 minutes playing on 5 fouls. Awaiting the inbound from South High. There we go. Carter with it. And it gets knocked out of play. It's going to stay with South. And boy, is Andy Hill mad. Referees are now talking it over. Let's see what they do here. They're probably not going to do anything. And they're not. They're going to give it to South. So they're, right, wrong, or otherwise, the call will stand.
Come on, Northwest. Too aggressive. And we got travel.
And we have a nice turnover here, so justice was served.
Northwest did not like that call, so they took it out on the players.
Benning will bring the ball up the floor. 2.25 remaining in the third. Henderson with it. Benning again, dishing it off. Quarterbacking the offense. Girding has it now on the far side. Ooh, that's going to be an over and back. Yes, it is. That'll turn it over to South High, and that's unfortunate.
We got subs. With 1:59 left, 35-34.
There's one off the glass, no good. Rebound is going to end up in the hands of Benning, but they're going to call a foul over the back on the rebound. And with us over the limit, that'll send to the line Sloan Barnes to shoot a pair. Barnes' first one is good. Grizzlies down by 2 now. Benning comes out. No, I'm sorry, EQ is the one that came out. Now we have a whistle, and they're not going to give them, they have a lane violation here on that second free throw, so it will not count. Grizzlies bringing it down the floor. Nice job by Henderson to save it. Up off the glass, no good, popped up. Saved by Henderson, he dishes it off to Benning. On the near side now. Scoop shot doesn't go. Put back is good. And we're tied at 36.
With a foul on the way. On Benning. Third foul on the night on Benning.
And because we're over the limit, that will put the ball on the free throw line for Jonathan Howard. And Jonathan makes his first one. Second one misses. Rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Underneath. Henderson for three, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by South. 1 minute to go in the quarter. Grizzlies get it back after an errant pass. Nice lay-in and a foul.
And the backflip. Glasper got the end one and the backflip to end it. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Grizzlies retake the lead. They can lead by 2 here. They can make this free throw go.
Basket God said yes.
47 to go in the quarter.
For three.
Long three
Got
is
it.
good. And South retakes the lead. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Grizzlies may pull it out and play for one.
They need to get at least dose in the quarter to take back that lead.
Round the horn it goes. Benning with it.
Dancing.
I like this with Benning. Yes, count it.
And a little flex to the crowd.
4 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and the clock stops. 1.1 seconds remaining in the third quarter. They'll inbound the basketball. A long one as well. Now we have a whistle. And evidently, when they inbounded the basketball, Eric Hopkins was.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yep.
Eric Hopkins was standing on the sideline. So with 0.2 of a second to go, there we go. We are at the end of the third quarter, and your score after three, Northwest 41 and South High 40. Back in 60 seconds with the fourth quarter. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS GRIZZ. This is Grizzly basketball.
Hey, Grizzly Nation. This is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
Back at South High, getting set for the start of the fourth quarter. South High will get the basketball first here in the fourth quarter on the alternating possession. And it will be Howard inbounding to Manning. And we are underway here in the fourth. Around the horn it goes. Who shoots it? Nobody knows. In the paint, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Northwest. Nice play. Here come the Grizzlies. Benning brings it down, lays it in. Eli Benning has 2 lay-ins in a row for him. And the Grizzlies lead by 3 again. There's a shot and a miss, but the putback on the rebound is good.
That's what's going to cost them.
And we have a timeout, I believe, has been taken by Northwest. It's a full timeout. We're going to go ahead and take that full timeout with them by George and NWHS GRIZZ. And this is Grizzly basketball. out of the timeout, Grizzlies lead by 1, and they have the ball. They almost threw it away.
Almost got picked by Barnes.
Is that a 3 or a 2? That's a 3, baby.
That was a beautiful 3. Here comes South.
South High down now by 4. Grizzlies there have their biggest lead of the game again. It's the second time they've led by 4 points. 15-footer-ish. Actually fell in. I thought it was going to be short, but it fell in.
The Michael Jordan impression was crazy.
Eli Benning, top of the key, will take charge of the offense for Northwest. Hammond is out there. Henderson's out there. Glasper and Hopkins. There's a long 3 attempted short. Rebound doesn't go, and finally the rebound taken back by South, but picked off by Henderson. Grizzlies will get another chance here.
Benning dancing, trying to get into that lane. Got that foul.
Whistle stops play, and the foul is called. First foul of the quarter on South High. Grizzlies will inbound. Benning has it in the backcourt, brings it up, far side.
Ooh,
into
nice
the
little
paint.
fake
Hopkins
pass.
can't make it go. Got to get those.
Nice little fake pass by Benning.
Manning brings it up for South High. There's a long 3, and that missed everything. Goes out of bounds, and it will turn over to Northwest.
It's like that feeling when you have too much confidence. Glasper chucks it into Benning.
Benning will bring it up and set the offense for Northwest.
For 3.
3-pointer misses. Rebounded by Jackson Howard. South High brings it down the floor with a chance to tie or take the lead. Howard double teamed. Can't get rid of it. Here's a 2-on-0 break for Northwest. Get the ball in the hole. Thank you. Jiminy Christmas.
For 3.
There's another one for 3, and it missed everything. Put back counted. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Beautiful.
And a timeout is called by, no doubt, by South High.
Beautiful.
30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here and remind you that if you're enjoying this game, come on out to Northwest on Friday night when the North High Redhawks come in. Watch the game live, or stay home and watch us, or come watch it live and bring your cell phone and watch us anyway.
And listen to our beautiful voices.
Well, I don't know about that, but you can watch the game.
Oh, you're not gonna compliment your own voice, Kevin?
No, that's fine. They're not. I don't want you to tune in to hear our voices. Tune in to watch some really good basketball. Grizzlies are playing very well tonight.
I'm surprised you're not giving yourself a compliment, Kevin.
That's all right. Not my style. Coming out of the timeout now. Back underway. South High with the ball. Grizzlies have a 6-point lead.
Pump fake after pump
Underneath.
fake.
And what do we have? A whistle.
We got our travel, baby. We got our travel.
And we got a turnover. Grizzlies with a chance to add to their lead.
Hill was voicing his opinion on the refs all night long.
Benning brings it down the floor. Henderson, yes!
And
a
one!
foul! He'll go to the line.
Henderson gets the and one. Let's go.
Fouls charged to Jonathan Howard. That's his second. The second team foul of the quarter for South High. Here's the three-point play completed. And the Grizzlies have a 9-point lead, their largest lead of the night.
Grizzlies full court pressing.
On Manning. And there's a shot that rolls and misses. Putback misses as well. Third try, though, makes it. Can't give him 3 tries, people.
Benning pushing it up. Casper got it. A pump fake.
And off the glass, count it. Grizzlies have their 9-point lead back. 55-46.
Full court, full court, full court.
Spin move, 12-footer is short. And it's rebounded by Northwest. Jonathan Howard, guilty of his third foul.
Guilty as charged.
Grizzlies will inbound here.
Here comes Benning.
Benning gives it to Henderson. Henderson to Dirting. There's a long three. Oh, and it missed. Putback doesn't go either. Grizzlies still with it. Manning has it. Hammond, excuse me. Now we have a whistle. And another 30-second timeout has been called, this time by Northwest. We'll keep it right here.
Northwest is putting on tremendous pressure to keep South slipping. And that's working for them, obviously by the obviously by the lead, 55-46. But honestly, it's amazing how they can be so flexible around teams. And Hill is voicing his opinion. You can hear it from here. And also,
the players' bench is directly below us, so it's not like we're in another county or anything.
Yeah.
Northwest will inbound the ball to restart play coming out of the timeout.
And hopefully I passed it.
It'll be Darian Hammond with it. I'm sorry, I take that back. It's Hopkins with it. And it finally gets in the hands of Benning, and that's where I would want it. Eli. And a pushing foul is going to be charged.
Oh, no.
That foul is charged to Jonathan Howard. That's his fourth. Grizzlies have it, clock running for the ball, but South comes away with it. Howard actually is the one that got it. He puts it up, it's short, and now we have a whistle. And evidently we're going to have a foul somewhere going down along the scorer's table.
You have to make those second chance buckets. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to make them. In order to win ball games, you have to make your second chance buckets. Grab your bucket. Grab your rebound, and make something out of it.
South High will inbound. I'm not sure why they stopped play, to be honest with you, but it doesn't matter. South High has the ball. Oh, boy, that was close. Jonathan Howard dishes it off to Carter. Carter's spin move. Off the glass, doesn't go, but there's a whistle. And that's the first foul of the quarter for Northwest. Carter will shoot 2.
You can definitely hear Hill's voice. It's so loud. I can hear it through the mic.
First one is good.
Hopefully I passed his math test. I had a math test today. Hopefully I passed that.
I hope you passed it too. Carter's second one. Rims out, no good. Knocked out of play. Yes. Northwest ball.
The ball hit him in the face.
8-point lead for the Grizzlies with 2:38 to go.
South full court pressing. Eli Benning right now.
Benning has it. He'll bring it down the floor. Coast to coast, puts it up, doesn't go.
Travel.
He traveled anyway, so it makes no difference. Turn it over to South.
You have teammates. Pass to your teammates.
Grizzlies putting on full court pressure. Manning brings it down for South.
This game's getting close, ladies and gentlemen.
Howard, good for 10 feet. 55-49 Northwest.
Here comes
Close
Clasper.
to 2 minutes remaining. Benning has it. They can afford to kill some clock here. Glasper gives it back to him.
With a 6-point lead.
And back out to Glasper again. And again, Northwest can afford to kill some time. Now we have a foul called on South High. That's their 5th foul, so that means we're shooting free throws the rest of the game if there's a foul. And they're calling it an intentional foul, so that means we'll get, Eli Benning will get 2 shots, and the Grizzlies will get the ball back. And he misses the first one. Come on, Eli, we've got to have these.
Pick your head up. Come on, Eli. Pick your head up.
Second one. Oh, he missed them both. Grizzlies will get the ball back.
Those type of free throws shatter your confidence.
And a timeout's being taken by Northwest. A full timeout it is. We're going to go ahead and take it with them. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly basketball. Back at South High with Cale Costin and Elizabeth Dibben. Kevin Ark. 101 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies lead by 6, and they have the ball.
And
Jace Glasper will inbound to start play. He gives it to Benning in the backcourt. Eli brings it forward quickly. And a quick foul has been called. And again, all these fouls work to our advantage because we're shooting on all of them. They're all 2-shot fouls now.
I see South strategy though. I really do see South strategy. They're trying to Northwest is trying to burn clock.
Come on, Eli, you gotta make these.
Northwest is trying to burn clock, but South doesn't want them to burn clock, so they're gonna keep on fouling. And obviously it's working to our advantage, but not if we can't hit them.
Eli missed them both for the second time. Gets his own rebound, though. And another, they're calling a jump ball, and that'll go to Northwest on the alternating possession. So a break for Northwest in that we get possession of the ball again with a chance to knock some time off the clock. It's a two-possession game, not enough. We need points. Benning takes it in the backcourt.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry
Brings
up.
it up. He's got plenty of time. There's no need to hurry. Glasper underneath. Lay it in. And didn't count.
You got so excited for no reason.
Too bad. Would have been nice.
It would have been really nice.
We're going to go to the free throw line, however, and shoot free throws.
See if the big man can make his free throws.
Foul this time was charged to Jackson Howard. And the first one is good.
The big man can make his
It's a three-possession game now. That's big.
With 1:23 left. If Clasper can make this, that's game.
Not necessarily, but an 8-point lead is nice to have. Howard. Oh, his inbound pass almost picked off. Grizzlies do get it back. Henderson to Benning. Benning underneath, lay it in, yes! 10-point lead. Biggest lead of the night for the Grizzlies.
South is slowly coming out of that fire.
South will need to score often and in big bunches, and there's a three-pointer that misses and is rebounded by Northwest and an instant foul. Will send us back to the free throw stripe to shoot free throws.
Northwest comes to 1-1. Northwest basically ran over South and saying, this is our den now. Is that accurate?
That's
Sort
close.
of.
I would say, yeah, it's reasonable.
The women's
First free
didn't
throw,
win.
good.
The women's didn't win, but the men came back and bounced back for us, which we really needed to win. .49
seconds remaining in the game. And he missed the second one. We need to work on our free throws. And they had a lane violation there anyway, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. Grizzlies lead by 11 with 49 to go.
Just don't foul and we'll be fine.
South High brings it down. There's Howard with a long three and count it.
Wow. It doesn't matter anyway.
And a foul call that'll stop the clock with 32 to go.
Come on, Benning. Get your revenge on your three throws. Come on.
Benning will go to the line and shoot two again.
He's 0-4 in the fourth quarter. Free throw wise.
He has missed 4 in a row. And he missed that one as well.
5 in a row. I'm not trying to count, but.
Eli will get one more try here.
Come on, Eli.
And it's short. And the Grizzlies get the rebound and can pull it back out and kill more time. And another foul. 23 to go now.
They really do need to work on their three throws.
This will be Glasper shooting free throws. First one is no good. Go for one more. And he missed them both. Howard, spin move on Benning. The one thing you don't want to do now if you're the Grizzlies is foul. There's a steal. Howard puts it up off the glass. No good. And that's going to do it. We are final. Final score tonight, Northwest 60 and South High 54. We'll be back on Friday at 5:40 with the pregame show before our doubleheader against North High, and we invite you to join us. Come in person if you can. If you can't, watch us on NWHS GRIZZ. For Cale Costin and for Elizabeth Dibben, Kevin Arkin saying good night from South High. Hope you enjoyed the contest. We'll see you Friday.